Hello and welcome back to Praus Knowledge. As I promised, I came back with the second part of automated data collation. In the previous video, I explained how to collate multiple Excel files through macro. Now the problem is to run the macro, all the Excel files should be in a specific folder. Now it's again a manual activity to get the Excel files copied from emails one by one and paste it into a specific folder. Don't worry guys, since you are following Praus knowledge, hence you don't have to do this kind of manual activity once again. I will show how all the required Excel files will automatically be saved in a specific folder through Power Automation. At first, you can go to any browser and you can search Power Automation. Once you searched it, you can see the very first option, that is Power Automate. Basically this is a Microsoft Power Platform. You can click on it. Then you will be getting an option of sign in. Just click on it. Once I click on sign in, it is automatically be logged in into the Power Automation platform. Now since I have already provided the login credential, and that is the reason it is directly getting into that particular platform, but for you it will be asking for your Microsoft login credentials. Just provide your login credentials and you will redirect it to this platform. Once you are getting into this particular platform, you have to create a flow. So you need to click on create. Now once you click on create, so you have to at first understand what you want to do. I want to transfer all the attachments from Gmail mailbox to my OneDrive folder, and that is the reason I'll be searching Gmail attachment. See, there are various kind of options that you will be able to see. Now I will be selecting this particular option, that is save Gmail attachment to your personal OneDrive. I will click on it. Once you click on that particular link, it will be looking like this. Here you can see that this is already signed in. This application is also signed in. If it is not signed in for your account, so you need to click on sign in. Now while you are clicking on this sign in button, it might be asking for you the login credential. So just provide the login credential and get into that particular Gmail and OneDrive. As soon as that is done, you have to click on create flow. Once you have clicked on this, see, it is reflecting that your flow is ready to go. Now there is some kind of edits that you need to do. Click on this edit option. Once you click on this edit option, you are able to see there is an option which is mentioning as when if new email arrives. Now you have to modify it, like in your Gmail mailbox, whenever you are receiving any kind of email, if there is any kind of attachment is there, then it will be redirected to your a specific folder into OneDrive. Now so you are not willing to forward all the attachment to your OneDrive folder, right? So there should be a specific files which you want to forward to your OneDrive folder, and that is the reason you have to make some kind of changes, some kind of modification, you should say. You can see there is an option, it is reflecting that has attachments, it is marked as yes, but in the subject line you can see that there is nothing. So for example, in the subject line you have to mention any such thing if whenever someone is sending you an email with that particular subject line or that particular word is containing into the subject line, then all the attachment related to that subject line will be automatically moved to your specific folder. So for example, I am mentioning it as 3RTA. So if it means that if this particular word or this number and this word is mentioned in a specific subject line on a specific email, all the attachment in that particular specific emails, it will be automatically redirected to my OneDrive folder. Now there is a question that which particular drive or which particular folder it will be redirected to, right? In your OneDrive there can be multiple folders, right? And that is the reason you have to click on the next option, that is apply to each attachment. Once you click on it, you are able to see attachments, right? So you have to click on create file. Once you click on this create file, you are able to see that there is a folder path is mentioned as attachments. Now what is this attachments folder? Like if you go to this OneDrive folder, you can see this attachments folder has already been created by the flow that has created in the Power Automation. So that is this particular folder is not created by me. This folder is automatically being created. This is my OneDrive. You can see that OneDrive personal, and in OneDrive personal there is an automatic folder has been created, attachments. I previously created that flow and it is created previously, and that is the reason you can see the date over there. Now once you click on that, if you want to make some kind of changes, for example, if you want that okay, all the attachments should not be saved in the attachments folders, but there should be a different folder where all those attachments should be saved. So in that case you can click on show picker. Once you click on this show picker, you will be able to see all the folders over there. So you can make the changes accordingly. For example, if you want that okay, all the files should be saved into documents folder, so in that case you can select documents. So in that case all the attachment will be saved into documents folder instead of attachments folder. So I am not willing to make any kind of changes. I will keep as it is. So once it is done, I have to click on save. So once you are clicking on save, this flow is ready to go. After that, after you click on save, whatever the email or whatever the email has been received through this subject line, in the sense like containing these words. So it might be a possibility that along with these words there might be some other words as well, but still whatever the attachments are there in that particular email, all those attachments will be automatically moved to your respective folder into OneDrive. I'm not clicking on save because I have already created this particular flow. That is the reason I'm going to show you. You can see I'll go to my flows. See, this was the flows I have created previously. Let me click on edit so that I can show you. You can see I have mentioned the subject line as 3RTA. This is called as attachments. Whatever the attachments that I'll be receiving, I can see the folder path is also mentioned as attachments. So whatever the email that has been sent with this subject line, including that subject line, in that case all the attachment will be automatically moved to in that specific folder. Now I will go to my mailbox. and you can see that I have already drafted an email for you. See, I am sending this email to myself only, and I have mentioned the subject line as 3 RTA. It doesn't matter whether you are only mentioning 3 RTA, it can be anything like test as well. So that means in the subject line, this particular word should remain. If you are removing that particular subject line or this particular word, then the attachment will not be moved to your specific folder. But yes, if you are containing if your subject line containing this particular word, so definitely it will be moved to your respective folder. I will simply send it. So since I have sent this particular email, this Power Automation will automatically run, and this particular Excel file will automatically, see, there is a file of book 6, and this book 6 file will automatically be saved into that particular attachment folder. I previously also sent this particular email. You can see this particular email I sent that email at 10:11 p.m. you can see, and there is an attachment of book 6. Let me open that email for you. See, I sent that email to myself only, and there is an attachment. Now I will show you how it looks like. So this is the attachments folder. In this attachment folder, you can see that this book 6 file has already been, so this attachment is already been moved to in this particular folder. See the time, you can also see this 10:12 p.m. So that's all, guys. So whenever you are making this particular flow, always ensure the subject line that has been mentioned is including that particular subject line with whatever you have mentioned in the flow. If you are doing any kind of mistake, then this will not route to your specific folder. Once this all Excel files are collated in this particular file, you can see my previous video, and in that particular video I have mentioned that if all the Excel file in a specific folder, then how to collate all those data. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and comment on my video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys.